Hi girls, and welcome back to the Cozy Corner. So today, as you can see, I'm not in my main spot. I'm not in my little cozy corner, but the message remains the same and I am fired up right now. Like I have a broken nail. I got a little tipsy earlier. It doesn't matter because I am fully passionate and something came across my desk I have to talk about immediately. I really wish that women across the board of all ethnicities, of all backgrounds, whatever, would just understand the fact that, like, when you finally stop overly tapping into these personalities and these celebrities, example, and if this ruffles your feathers, just know that I do not care. It's my opinion. This is my statement. These are my videos. This is my page. This is my channel. This is everything that has to do with me. If you have a different opinion, that is totally fine and I totally support. And in fact, I will totally watch it if you want to record your own video about your opinion. Example, Kim Kardashian, Taylor Swift, Ariana Grande, Beyonce, Kylie Jenner, Alex Earl. Who else? These personalities, these mega stars in your book, possibly, where Hailey Bieber, okay? This is not personally to do with any of these people. This is not a personal attack on the individuals. I don't know these people. I'm talking about, it's not about them. It's about how they are received by the typical millennial, Gen Z, whoever. The obsession is a little bit out of control, okay? Because I see all over the internet, all over the globe, where it's not the problem that you take inspiration from them or you even look up to them, or maybe you see these women as your goddesses. That is also not my problem. I don't care who you worship. I do not care who you worship, whether it is a male or a female, a physical person on this planet, or something in the spiritual realm. Oh well, I'm happy for you. It is that to be so in tune with these people, the Taylor Swifts and the big celebrities, that you don't realize that the time that you spend feeding into their world is time that you could have just spent like doing that thing that you want to do. So for example, if you want to be an influencer or you want to gain a following, you are so obsessed to the point of paralysis with someone like an Alex Earl or whoever, even the Bravo celebrities, love them down, love. But I'm not about to get so paralyzed and so into their world and what they're doing, what they have going on and their gossip, which I love, that I'm not going to, for instance, do this. And it's not that I seek fame or I'm seeking that level, because how many times do these people have to tell us, and I believe them? It's like, believe the divorced woman when she has her stories to tell you about what marriage is actually like, instead of being like, well, that's you. Like, no, I do believe, because people have said it so many times, that fame is traumatic. Yes, there are people who thrive in it, but the existence of it and the day in and day out of it is traumatic. You have to have more than a backbone than that. You have to have more than a support system, more than strength to deal with that. Like, imagine knowing that at any given point there is someone talking about you, hating on you, dissecting your personality, your moves, your thoughts, your opinions, your photos, your body weight, your body fat percentage, whether you got surgery or not. Imagine that, okay? So fame is not the point. And if it is, again, do you. But I have heard too many times, and again, I've seen in the comment sections where people are just like, queen, a queen. And it's weird. It's like, what spell are you under? Because I'm sorry, but in my life and in my world, I'm the queen. I root for myself the way that I see people rooting for these entities on social media. I've heard from one too many women say something along the lines of, it just makes me so upset I could never have something like that. I'll never be as rich as Khloe Kardashian. I'll never be as rich as Kim. And I am just like, okay, maybe you don't know that. But when you say things like that, you are for certain claiming that energy. And I'm not one of those people. Like, I've seen it in practice where there's only so much energy and all of that, where then your actions have to take over. But from the start, it is true. It's not even like a belief system. It is what is true. If you think that, I'm telling you, you stop your system and your response and your capabilities dead in their tracks. That's why I just don't get it. Like, the obsession with whose lips look like this and who's getting the filler and then this and then that. And then one person gets a braid style and then now every girl has to go get it. Someone gets a bob and every girl has to go get it. Do you guys understand that, like, 10%, and that's being generous, 10% of people can even pull that off? Like, and for instance, me, I don't have the shape head for a bob. You won't catch me doing an ear to ear bob, honey. Baby, there is no plane. You will never see me doing that. I do not care. If they were handing out Hollywood Hills mansions, if you were to get an ear to ear bob, never gonna happen. I do not care. I don't care if Selena Gomez is doing it. I don't care if Hailey Bieber's doing it. I don't care if, what's her name? Kayla Nicole, because she's trying to, don't care. I'm so sick of women, especially women in their early to mid 20s, lacking identity. That's where this comes from. And you're so tapped into someone else's world that you aren't able to make the time and the space and take up all of this energy to catapult yourself into that space, because you can take up these spaces if you wanted to. If you are ever watching this, if you ever see this video, you can get on somebody's stage. You can pick up someone's guitar. You can create the next amazing beat that Drake samples. You can be on the yacht with Rihanna. You can be at the party with whoever. You can be on the same island or the same jet with these people. You can. You are just too wrapped up in their lives and their blessings that you are forgetting that you have your own talents and your own opinions and your own feelings. People, you know that people who are lacking talent and who can't even articulate themselves that well, you have streamers, and I'm not saying they can't do that. I'm not calling out streamers. I'm saying they're not often saying something revolutionary. They just focused on themselves and they picked up a camera and turned it on, and boom, you see them with celebrities and in Monaco with billionaires. And if that's what you want, girl, go get it. It is yours for the taking. Stop obsessing over every single thing and lip combo and makeup routine and trip and product that some influencer who does not know you exist and does not care if you live or they don't know you, and that's not a bad thing. How could they possibly? That's not the point. And it's not even also saying that they don't support the people who support them, and you do need supporters in order to grow online. I know that. I understand the concept. I'm saying to be so, oh, and also celebrities are fans of each other. Influencers are fans of each other. You see, that's not the problem. It's okay to be like, oh my God, girl crush, she's obsessed. Like, have you ever seen Tyla and Zara Larson? Absolute queens. But guess what? They are not so engulfed in the other person's blessings that they're not creating their own. Do you see what I'm saying? There is room on this internet and in this social media digital space for everyone. There's a lane for everyone. There's even an influencer who complains. I think she says, spread negativity. My sense of humor, my dark sense of humor and sarcasm, I love that. I follow her no matter what. You see, you don't need to be a certain type of anything. You just need to be yourself. She blew up from spreading negativity and just complaining. You can just do what you want to do. Like, I'm doing what I want to do. I'm just saying what I want to say when I want to say it. And that's how my message is going to come across. And guess what? The people who do not gel with me, they're just not going to. We don't speak the same language, and that's okay, unless they want to learn my language, and vice versa. We're going to be like two ships passing in the night. It's going to give Titanic, and that's okay. That is okay. For the time being, whatever languages I speak and whoever I communicate to and whoever understands that language, whatever that may be, they're going to ride with me. It's very simple because that's how I am. There are certain influencers and celebrities and certain artists where I'm like, hell yeah. And then there are some that I'm like, no, thank you. Just no. Like, it doesn't mean they suck. It doesn't mean they're not creative. I'm not, I'm not against their craft. It's just not for me. So just remember that. I just really, if you even have to fake it, then fake it, girl. Fake it. Fake it until you make it. It's worked for pretty much everyone. All the big names, if you hear their stories, way back when, they would be like, oh, I lied to get the audition, or I changed the birth date on my ID. I think Mila Kunis did that, and she was actually 14, but she said she was a different age. So many people are like, oh yeah, I created fake hype in order to get this person to show up, or I just had them take a picture. It didn't say it was my thing, and then they posted the picture. It just so happened to be my thing. I also know someone who got his liquor brand thrusted into mainstream household name media by doing that. Also, just, oh, here you go. When they meet someone, the person took a picture, endorsed it randomly, and boom, catapulted. Your dreams are waiting, or your creativity or your hobbies and whatever, especially when it comes to, again, this is about like, in particular, like the social media space. Girl, post the lip combo yourself. Post the eyeshadow look yourself. Come up with the signature phrase that might catch on online yourself. Come up with the mukbang combination yourself. We have like Courtney Cook. If you haven't seen her, I'm really sorry that you have not come across how iconic she is. Hello? She's in her own lane. I'm sure she's seen people who eat before too. But she created her own space instead of just commenting, wow, or just feeling like, wow, I can never do that. I can never do that. I can never do that. Yes, you can, honey. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, we can. What is that? Si se puede? Is that how you say it? I'm working on my Spanish. Do not judge. You can do it. But even me saying this, if you don't put some things into motion and you don't focus on yourself, queen, You can't. It's not possible. It's not possible because it takes a lot of energy and consistency, and you have to continuously almost obsess in a specific direction if you want something to go your way. Because when things are left alone, they naturally tend to fizzle out. That's a natural phenomenon that happens on this planet with humans. It's just how, it's not even humans, it's how the earth works. When things are left alone, they tend to just basically fizzle out or go wrong. When you put a lot of energy into something, a craft or a relationship or a hobby or a business or a side hustle or a talent of yours, you are only going to see incremental positive change and growth. So, with all of that being said, my message is going to remain the same, and this has been the way that I've always felt. I've looked at 20-something year olds, even before I was one, and even now that I am not one. And I'm like, if she only knew, these influencers, it's not that they're not special. They're so special, just like you. You are so special, just like everyone else. And when you understand that, you will understand that that means the brand deals and the trips and the opportunities and the brands reaching out and whatever it is that you actually want, or you feeling more comfortable maybe on social media, just in general, just to post silly videos. Not everything needs to turn into a business. Not every single hobby needs to be exploited and turned into some international craze and whatever. But when you're able to do that, finally, you'll understand that you get to express yourself, and like, hey, you might get paid for it one day. And you might be the next it girl. But it girls are not created from followers. It girls do not come about from women who don't have their own sense of identity and purpose and their own vibe. You could be the next it girl. You can be the biggest sensation. You really can. But focus on your blessings instead of all of these other household names and influencers and whoever and what they have, and making yourself feel like you don't have enough yet. They once didn't have what they have. Remember that. You are special just like everyone else. So if you want to be an it girl, get to it. Thank you for watching. Leave a comment. Let me know what you're thinking, and I will see you in the next video.